Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies. The Canes will put toe together and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got it down the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback.
There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can...
Hey, we're going to leave in 30 minutes.
Keep feeding it to him because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on first down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the mark. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unleashes one deep. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The lone back's got it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now they're trying to get things back on track. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Provo. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have to.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Sends them back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Working on the right. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Takes it the other way. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense with jumbo personnel.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They want to throw it. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down, turning it on. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Texas A&M, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Duggan. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his 1st career interception in college football, so that's going to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was was beautiful. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Duggan. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit